When I die, you can release all this. It's fine. Oh yeah, I finished.
Hey,
instantly got anxiety.
want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is this a new one here?
No.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's fine. I don't have it on there yet.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll put it in post.
Oh wow, it's so great. Oh wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yo, what the fuck is up? Welcome to another episode of HMHD Heavy Music Heavy Dads podcast. I'm RJ.
I'm tired.
You already used that one.
Did I?
Yeah, a while ago. That's Drew.
I'm energy deficient. Is that good?
And behind the booth is the boot boy, Justin.
That's me.
Did you know you're not supposed to call fat people anymore? You have to call them calorie challenged. You think I'm fucking joking? This world is getting wild.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Thank you for informing me.
Could
on
you
that
imagine
one.
being in public? You calorie challenged fuck.
Fucking bastard. You calorie challenge bastard.
Oh god.
Yeah, man. You got to watch out now, you know. I hear there's these Reddit pages that are looking for platforms like us to cancel.
Oh yeah, they've been around forever. It's called the news.
Corey's like, have you guys looked yourself up on Reddit? I'm like, no, there's no way we've made it on there yet. He goes, well, when you do, you'll get canceled on there. I go, cool.
On where? On Reddit? Yeah. I don't care. Fuck Reddit. I thought Reddit was just for people that read manga.
It's like a whole like sub.
No, Magna. What's that? That stupid anime
dumb joke.
cartoon? Yeah, it's like I thought it was just for people that like play Minecraft and stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know. Nightmare Before Christmas, people.
Part two.
So how's the past week been for you?
I've been working a lot. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy going on. I switched shifts today so I could, do this. And it's Wild Brandy's going to see Stevie Nicks this weekend, so I have like a weekend to myself.
This happened one other time before, to where she was going out of town and I was also on call, so like I couldn't do nothing with you again. That was like a couple months ago.
I feel like you haven't been on call in a while.
I haven't.
It's like there was like a whole month almost where you weren't on call.
Dude, I haven't
If
been
not
on call
longer.
since
November, right?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a while.
I like hit this weird like rotation, and then we added 2 more techs, and then we added Andy and Morgan back onto the rotation, and like I just hit
So
this
it's just
weird
longer
thing
now. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nine weeks and like
Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, kind of sucks for money, but
yeah, but there's like more chances of like people where you're like, do you want my weekend?
I
You know,
gotcha,
and just
yeah.
taking weekends and stuff like that.
yeah.
That's what that's what you want, because it's picking up, man. It's getting crazy.
People shitting more.
There's been a lot more shitting. Been a lot more shitting.
You know, I like how there's a life cycle of life and real. We need our own flag, really. Like, there's firefighters, there's stuff like that. But I think we need one too. See, Justin is a regional manager. Is that what you are, a regional manager?
Assistant to the.
Man, whatever. Same thing. But he's in charge of providing food and a food service for people. They have to shit, you fix it, and then I treat it. I never really thought about that before.
The circle.
We're doing the Lord's work, guys.
The circle
You know what?
of
We
life.
fucking made it.
And you know what? We still find time for you fucking peasants to provide you content.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, goddamn. Anyway, yeah, it's nothing crazy. I worked a double on Monday, and I did not want to, but I was couldn't say no to the money on a holiday, so I was like, fuck it. And then I just been working on shit like this, and that's what sucks about getting an episode done so quick, because then I'm like, what am I supposed to do for the rest of the week? Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've been diving into Photoshop more lately. Really getting into it. I'm thinking about buying one of those little tablets that you can draw on.
That's what Cora has.
Yeah,
That's what my daughter
yeah,
has.
yeah.
Dude,
It's awesome, right?
It's so sick.
Does hers have the screen or is it just the pad that you hook up?
Hers is the pad, and your computer's the screen.
Right, okay.
And you control everything and has
Little buttons.
knobs and buttons,
Oh, she got a fancy one.
and her pin has like a bunch of different tips on it, and like it has its own buttons. But so I know I say
Phonics with RJ.
my T is weird, so I'm like trying to overcorrect it, and I feel like it's making it more weird.
Listen, if there's anything I know in life, overcompensation does not make anything worse.
Yeah, it's huge, by the way.
You know what's funny?
It's so big, dude.
I remember being like a kid and like you'd always be like, it's not small, it's fucking giant. And now as an adult, I'm like, it's an acorn. Like
Yeah.
fucking around.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah.
I'll come.
What about you, Justin? Anything been going on? Baby good?
Dick size or no.
It's like a baby holding an apple.
There's not a whole lot going on. No, dude. Honestly, it just one day at a time, dude.
Yeah.
You know, days like today or
It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
Stephanie was worried about the baby's like face acne, and then so we took her to the doctor.
Totally normal.
Yeah, but it wasn't to her, and so it like messed up our whole day. We had to go and then
Just wait till she makes a sound that she's never heard before.
oh god, dude, she choked for the first time.
Really?
The other night,
Like on
and
her-
it was like on gripe water, whatever that is. That it's like colic water you can give.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna make it stop. Steffi's like, call 911, and I was like, no, we're not calling 911. Like this is like normal. It would have said babies die. It didn't. It says babies choke. Like babies will stop choking.
Yeah, you just turn them over.
Yeah. So I turned her over
Yeah.
and threw her around a little bit.
We should do parenting tips too.
No. We'll have to have so many disclaimers.
Listen, I've been on a mommy blog before. They agree all the time.
It would be like, you know what you should do? And it would just cut to a giant triangle and be like, don't ever do this. Anyways.
Hold on, my wife's calling me. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I want to make okay. Oh God. So anyway, yeah, Brandy's like going out of town this weekend, and you're on call, and Justin's got baby and stuff. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna. I just got my prescription refilled. So Saturday, it's not supposed to rain, so I'm gonna open the garage door, and I'm gutting it.
Going town.
I'm gutting it. We got some of those bins from Costco, you know, the black bins with the yellow top, you know. I'm gutting it.
Going to town.
I'm going to town on it, and I got Home Depot. They have the insulation panels that I need for the garage door, and then replace the door seals and shit, and then it's just time.
Yeah.
It's just, man, and it's so crazy how like over time you just accumulate shit. And it's like, it's so overwhelming because it's like, dude, it's like, just go through one box a night.
Yeah.
And I go through one box and I'm like, well, there's still 50 more. It's just,
Yeah.
and I'm just speaking for my shit. Like I have collected a lot of shit and it's just junk.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't I get rid of this? Like but sometimes if I drink enough, if I get drunk by myself in the garage, I will throw shit away and not have any emotion about it. And I'll forget that I threw it away. And then I'm never upset because I don't
Until 10 years later, we're on an episode, and I'm like, where's that go? And you're like,
yeah.
I wish I had that.
The only thing I don't throw away is tools. Even if it's a tool that I've bought just for one job, because there might be a day where I need it. What happened?
Oh my God. Look at that bitch.
What is that?
My mustache.
Oh, it gets stuck in the can?
Oh, my
I hate it when that happens. I got syrup in my beard at work today. I had a waffle. And it was
You just like that.
yeah, I looked like the Predator. It was really weird.
Did you see the photo of me? I didn't know how bad it was, but like I took a sip of butterbeer from Universal, and my entire mustache was like just white goo, just dripping. And I'm like, oh my God, and it's just going all over me. And I'm like cleaning myself up. I'm like, and I look up and there's like 5 people looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's like the only downside to having like a bigger beard is there's certain foods that I can't eat.
Yeah.
Or I have to eat them in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like if I order a bagel with cream cheese, I can't eat it. I have to like peel off the part I'm going to eat. Same thing with like hot wings. I have to take the meat off the bone and then eat it because it gets
Nah,
everywhere.
dude, it's food in this hand and a napkin in this hand. It's just like eat, wipe, eat, wipe. That
Yeah,
is
but
like,
when it gets in here, if you wipe it, it gets inside of the beer.
that's fine.
No,
and then
it's
you just
not.
go,
And then I can smell the food that I ate all day.
yeah. Nice. Oh, I did my first campaign of Dungeons and Dragons last week.
That was that.
Dude, 6 hours went by so fast.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Honestly, like I was kind of nervous. I know like this is like one thing and like being on stage is another thing, but like I hate talking in front of people, like describing stuff. Like I'm like really bad at it, believe it or not. So like describing my character, it was
Sorry.
what was that for?
Continue.
No, that was so mean.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Keep going.
No, you asked me a question. You said how it went. I'm trying to tell you how it
Yeah, I
went.
know. Just tell me.
I don't want to tell you anymore.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Yeah, so it's like a role-playing game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
And you have-
tabletop RPG.
and then you roll dice to see like if the scenario happens the way you said it.
Yeah, so like
I don't know anything about it.
gotcha. Tyler's the DM or the dungeon master, and he controls the entire thing. Like the campaign, the entire process of where we're traveling, whatever. But we, as the players, the role players, can control whatever we want. Be like, hey, is there a bar in town? And be like, there is a bar.
So your
then-
your improv adds to the scenario.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
can like stumble on other stuff and be like, you know, and everything affects you and everything you do. It's like, is there a bar around town? And be like, roll for
If it comes up to not certain number, then
whatever,
that
like
means yes,
and then be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you notice that there's a, you know, instead of like, oh, you rolled a 1 and be like, yeah, there's too much fog, you can't see nothing. So Tyler gets to control the narration.
I get you.
of
So he
whatever.
kind of hinders what. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And then whenever there's like a battle scene, and we have to like fight something, and then yeah, it is crazy immersive and it's crazy detailed. And each person has their own character and their own class and race, and each one of those things affects something in some other way.
yeah.
It's actually like I at first was like, oh yeah, let's do that, and then I got overwhelmed because I didn't realize how in depth it was. And then after the first night, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, 6 hours like that. We're like, God damn, it's 8 o'clock. Like it was cool.
Yeah, I don't know much about that stuff. Like, I used to like, I think I said it on a couple episodes ago, the little Warhammer. Like, I never really like, I never like playing the game, but I like, because I never knew how to play it, but I like putting things together, like little models, you know, I like building the little things and
You
building
could
the.
sell those for money.
Oh,
those
I know. There
minis
are
and
people on
stuff
the
like that.
internet that make a fortune, like painting models for people. And like, so the way Warhammer works is kind of the same thing, but there's like a rule book, and it's like, this guy has a certain weapon and it can only go this distance, and you roll a dice, and however many points you get is how many hit damage. You know, it's all calculated and shit
Yeah.
like that. It's not an improv like what you're saying, but it's
Yeah.
But yeah, there's rules, and then they have point systems for like, oh, we're only playing a 90-point game, so you can only have this big of an army, kind of bullshit. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Sounds like you know quite a bit.
Warhammer, very good.
Sponsor us.
I just thought that would be a cool fucking name for a band.
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
It's got to be one.
We get it tattooed on my penis.
Ooh. It just looks like a smudge.
Hell, you ready for
stretch it
you ready for the apocalypse? Oh.
Yeah. Blow my foreskin up like a balloon.
I saw that clip, bro. This poor girl. I don't want to piggyback on fucking your mom's house.
I know, it's hard. Yeah.
But it's so funny because she does those things, and you go in, and it's just people trying too hard, you know. But it's so funny. Fart in my eyes. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this
Piss
is
in my eyelid. Dude, it's so fucking
it's
funny.
so good, dude.
These comebacks.
So good. Anyway, yeah. So super excited for today. I have a very genre. It's really widespread. It's all I got some thrash in there. I got some like hardcore. I have a little bit of maybe metalcore stuff, but I got something a little slightly melodic. And then yeah.
I found a really cool band today that you'll love. I'll play a little bit later. And then I had another band reach out to us. They're really good. And then I got some other stuff that I found throughout. I think Justin likes to say his travels or his journeys or something like that. I found throughout the adventures of my life.
I don't go anywhere anymore, and I like it.
It's nice.
Now that Billy's not at Dog and Bone, it's like I don't want to go anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay home.
Wonder where he goes though. You know what's a really cool bar?
What?
Off of Morel. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's a wine and spirits liquor
Yeah,
store.
the hidden bar.
It's so cool.
I didn't know it was there. I went. Me and Brandy went there. It was my first time being there. I didn't even know it existed. But yeah, you go in the back.
It's a bunch of like middle-aged people but like there's a food truck there. There's outside.
When we went, it was like a lot of like 21 to 25-year-olds. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't either. Morgan told me about it. It's like, I don't know, man. This place sounds lame. He goes,
Definitely kind of a place
Trust me.
It's definitely a place where I could see Morgan going.
yeah.
It's kind of more his crowd.
But dude, they have banquets and bottles, and like they only have PBRs and shorts. So like,
Can't remember. I think I got IPAs when I was there.
yeah, they have a
But-
few of those, but it's like literally in the, kind of like an upscale version of Coquina because it's also a liquor store.
Yes.
And then
And you have to smoke outside though.
yeah, well, you can't smoke inside Coquina anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you can vape in there, but you can't smoke anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's I went in there. It was pretty cool. Justin, you ever been there?
Yeah. The
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah. They got like cornhole out back and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. They have a whole fucking.
Yeah, it's cool.
I never knew it.
I've been there
existed.
before. They do like karaoke and like trivia and all kinds of stuff.
The service is pretty quick too. Like even like if the bar gets crowded.
The lady
it's
that
pretty
was there
quick.
was pretty cool.
I've only seen one lady and a dude with a mustache. And you know what? I'm so close to shaving my mustache because the amount of interactions I get from other people with mustaches is bothersome.
Oh, dude.
It is absolutely like, don't do that. No one should do that. Don't just approach a stranger and be like, eh?
Dude, the only
That's what he did. He had it all twirled up, whatever. It looks like a good mustache, but he like, I was in a conversation and he works there and he like tapped me on the shoulder. I like look over and he goes, eh? I'm like
what does he expect you to do? Like, hold on a second. Pull off your pants and let me suck your dick. Thank you. Like, what does he want? I don't get. No, but it's true. Like,
you want to see something crazy?
the only people that ever say anything about my beard are other dudes.
Dallas made that comment. She's like, the only people that compliment your mustache is also other guys. And she's not wrong. Like, but that's not why I grow it out.
I'm not going to sit here and say there haven't been like, when I say two,
Yeah.
Women that have said something about my beard. But like, I don't think women tell that to men. I think they just have that as a preference, or maybe they like beard. I don't know. But the only people that come, bro, that's awesome beard, dude. And I'm just like, thank you, Merlin, you fucking dork. That fucking Walmart in the electronics section. He's like, wow, what did you do? I was like, I just woke up. I didn't do anything. A beard is the laziest thing you'll ever be complimented on. Didn't do anything. Just trim it.
Dude, speaking of, I'll do one little story. And then I got trapped into a story conversation thing with this
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
that I just did to you that this customer gave to me. So like I went over to check out his toilet or whatever and then leave a
toilet.
Yeah, I gave him some clip. No, he needed a new one.
It's an excellent crapper.
And then he goes, I have one more plumbing question and then I'm going to talk about those things in your ears. I go, thanks for warning me, I guess. And then, such a weird fucking thing. And then he goes, do you know the origins of those things in your ears? I go, I don't know.
And he tribal thing in Africa.
He goes, a lot of people think it's a tribal thing in Africa. He goes, but it actually originates from the Bible times. And he started like listing all these Bible verses. And then he goes, what you would do, there wasn't really slaves, but like if I owed you $10,000 and I didn't have $10,000 to give to you, I would then work for you until that debt was paid off. And a lot of people would leave, but then the people that would stay, that like, I love working and living with this guy because during that time that you're paying off that debt, you are living there, he is providing for you, and you're working around whatever, doing whatever he needs. If after I was done with my debt, I go, I want to continue working for you, you would bring me up to the judge, says, this is going to be my property now. They would punch holes in your ears and then take the extra whatever, and goes, some of them were called a work bond and some of them were called a love bond. And I guess John the Baptist did it for Jesus and to like pronounce his allegiance and like, I have a love bond for Jesus. And I go, oh, dude just like word vomited this whole thing,
That's
which
wild.
is kind of interesting, And I go,
Yeah, I'd be curious to look that up too.
yeah, he goes,
Because I mean, I know tribes in Africa do it. That's
Yeah.
I never dove into it, you know what I mean? But
and then he goes, here, I'll show you a couple passages. And then he starts reading the Bible verses to me. I go, all right. Well, if you want to approve any of those quotes or whatever you want me to come back, just let me know. But it's just such a weird thing that I would never do to a random person that I did not know personally, is just wrap them into a conversation that they did not ask for.
Yeah.
I think it's bonkers to go to a random person and just be like, hey, can I just tell you all this stuff that you didn't ask? Like, nothing about me says, come talk to me. Nothing about you says, hey, come approach me. If I was just like a normal person, which I claim to be, I would never approach you if I didn't know you. That's just how I feel like, unless you were wearing a band shirt that wasn't like top 40s, whatever, I'd be like, bro, where did you see him? And then like maybe have a conversation, but I'm not going to be like, look at a day to remember.
I guess it's kind of a weird thing. It's like, obviously, we're all pretty heavily tattooed, and I haven't been tattooed since I was like 20 years old. So it's like, I'm 16.
Trying to make an appointment.
I'm 16 years out of the game. I've been out of the game. I don't care. But the weird thing is like, it's whenever I see other heavily tattooed people, whenever I meet them, they don't talk about tattoos. They don't talk about piercings. They don't talk about all
It's
that
always
shit.
the people that don't
It's
have
always the
that.
people that don't have it. And I understand like the curiosity. I get it. But what I used to do is like I'd be at the airport or something like pretty drunk because I hate flying. Somebody would come to me, oh, where do you get your tattoos? I'd just say prison. And then they just stop talking to me about it. It's great. You just gotta find those little quips, you know? Like, oh, that's so awesome. Where'd you get that? Oh, prison.
I earned this one.
Well, you see, in the late 90s, I killed a man.
Yeah. Well, so they had to actually strap me down, and I was forced to get this one.
Yeah.
This was a part of initiation. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin. Did you finish your sleeve yet, Justin? Or it's
No,
shaded?
it's done.
Is it done? Okay. I didn't know if it still had to be more done, but I was saying now that baby's there, you ain't getting nothing wrong.
No. And I mean, this was like I did all of it in like 2 months, and
Yeah. No, it looks good though. It looks good.
I'm good. For
I always have ideas for tattoos that I want, and it's not that I don't want to do it. It just I just either one can't like justify the money for it, or like my interest just isn't in it anymore.
Yeah.
Like if I had like $500 extra, I'm buying a guitar.
Yeah.
I'm not
for
buying a guitar. Like, don't get me wrong. I want a giant anvil tattooed on the back of my head for sure.
Andy's getting his head tattooed this weekend.
Oh God, it's gonna suck. You know who has their whole head tattooed is Sean, corner store Sean.
Really?
Yeah, he wears a hat a lot of the time, but he's got his whole dome tattooed, and guy at work does too.
It's gotta be gnarly. I've been actually having dreams about getting tattoo work.
Yeah.
I actually reached out to my guy yesterday about hopefully getting some work done shortly. But yeah,
I don't know.
let's get into some music.
You do it. You got an opener, or you want me to go? Or what do you got? What do we got? What are we doing?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's play this. This band is called Diggin' Wretch,
Diggin' Wretch.
and the song is called Talking Shit. It's Dig in.
Yeah, I found it.
dig in.
They found it.
Yeah, it looks like-
I see it's there.
I want to make us a cassette tape logo.
Dude, a lot of bands have been doing that with everything.
It's the new trend.
It's sick.
I don't want to talk about popular trends for Photoshop techniques and stuff like that. But, yeah, I'm into it. Okay, again, that logo is fucking rad.
Yeah, right? It's pretty tight stuff.
That's the snare drum busting through the wall right there. Where are they from? You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty rad. I like it.
Diggin' Wretch, Southern Hardcore.
That's like, that's another reason why I'm glad I'm cleaning the garage out, because I'm gonna get back into lifting again.
Yeah.
And it's like I need that playlist. Actually, I think our playlist on Spotify, which if you haven't checked it out, have you updated it lately?
No, I need a
I'll send you-
song list from like the last 6 episodes, I think.
Oh God, yeah, I'll send it to you.
It's about to get 10 hours longer.
No, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, where are they from? Did you?
Said Southern hardcore.
Ooh,
Maybe Florida.
okay. Well, Southern Cal maybe.
It could be. Yeah, it doesn't say east or west. I guess. Yeah.
I
So
Yeah.
he's all over the place on the
He
keyboard.
is. He's good. Yeah. I was gonna save this band for later, but since we have a cassette deck theme, yeah, what is it? It's
France.
Dude, their Spotify says Southern hardcore.
It says Southern Hardcore on here too, but it says Montpellier, France.
It's Montpellier is south of France.
I never would have called that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Montpellier is a southern city in France.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
It is cool.
Because I just assumed either West Coast Southern or like Southern East Coast. So
Yeah, I have a southern band for you later.
Southern.
Oh, dude, I heard the first 10 seconds. I was like, oh god, he's gonna shit his pants.
Cool.
I was gonna play this band later, but since we're gonna keep on the cassette deck theme, play Pissant. This band's called Pissant.
Is this the band that you found?
No.
Okay.
This band's called Pissant, and the song's 25 to Life, and it's just, again, more of the straight pissery. They're from Indiana, Wabash. I worked in Wabash.
My family lives off the Wabash on my dad's side of family.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you're real familiar. There you go.
Tell me about the cover bridges, bro. That's one of those places, Indiana, that I don't think about hardcore.
What?
Like that would have hardcore bands.
Like France?
Indiana.
Oh.
No time to confess, there's no time to pretend. You crossed the line. Never had a fucking spine. Never stood a chance with me around.
I wish I know how to draw, so I could draw a little Hoodlum guy for us. But I don't know how to draw. That's a cool one.
Fuck me up, motherfucker, and just throw away the key. To the shit I fucking double.
I like this. It was real bouncy. Just like, it's almost like the guitar player and the drummer have two different grooves, which is awesome. And obviously,
Real Galaby.
the speed.
Can I get a little bit more music, Jeff?
Do it.
Oh, that's fucking sick, dude.
Oh, thank you, Bandcamp.
One more time, we live to play. You'll have to continue on your knees. This is the end. No time to breathe.
A lot of vocal engagement. It's cool.
Mind at ease.
I'm gonna start buying cassettes.
I got a
Just
bunch.
to collect them.
Yeah.
Like, the bands, because it's coming back. Like, it's a thing now.
Yeah.
What's good, you bitch made motherfucker? My mama, you're softer than the fucking Michelin Man pussy. We all that shit you been talking. But you ain't never show the fuck up. Show me what you got, bitch. You know who the fuck this is about. Pull up if you're about that shit. 25 to life.
Blow the brakes on it. Right. You know, that fire show is just insane.
They're throwing ears of corn in the thing.
And soybeans.
And
Again, makes me glad I own a 7-string. Even though you don't need it, but still. Oh.
Is this the same song?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. What's crazy is, like, that's 3 minutes.
Okay, I was gonna
It's almost
mention.
like Dungeons and Dragons time.
I was gonna make a comment, but typically that genre they don't do songs that are that long,
No.
which is cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think 3 obviously we listen to a lot of short songs in the beginning usually, but I think 3 minutes is like usually standard for most bands.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
like
I'm just saying that genre is typically, I
Yeah.
feel like 150 to 230 maybe,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah, it was good.
yeah, that was really sick.
Wabash.
I really hope that they reach out to us because I would like to know exactly where they're from. Because the Wabash, like, is like on the, at least where my family's from, my dad's side is like on the border of Indiana and Illinois, and it kind of goes through. But
Yeah, I worked in Wabash.
yeah,
I worked at a lot of places in Indiana.
it's so funny because they're all small towns.
Yep.
And I remember when I brought Dallas there for the first time to go mushroom picking, morels bloom up and stuff like that, and you go in the woods and picking mushrooms. And I go, this is like a really small town. She goes, okay, like my side of family's from Bennington in Vermont. It's really small. I'm like, it's probably smaller. She was like, no way or whatever. I go, yeah. And like literally the town has one flashing red light. That's
Yep.
all the fucking town
yeah.
has.
There's a difference between the Northeast and the Midwest. The Northeast is small towns, but they're compact and they're close to each other. Indiana, Illinois, Iowa.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
Yep.
Dude, you're driving for hours and you're not seeing nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're not seeing nothing.
My uncle had a Volkswagen Bug, and that was like the first vehicle I ever drove. And we're just driving down all these old fucking like dirt roads, these like old like country roads and stuff like that. He goes, drive in the middle of the road. I go, why? He goes, one, no one drives on this road. Two, this car does not have power steering. And three, if a deer pops out, you got to give yourself a little bit of time. I go,
Yeah.
true. But yeah, now I have a bunch of fond memories of Indiana, and not fond memories of Indiana too. But I won't talk about that on here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I worked a little bit in Indiana. I worked not Indianapolis, but what's the other big city? Fayetteville.
Fayetteville. Yeah.
Yeah. Lafayette, sorry.
Lafayette.
So I worked about an hour from Lafayette because we kind of expanded Indiana Power and Light. And spent a long time there. And what's that other place? There's another place down south. It's got a weird name. But whatever. I like the Midwest. I mean, I get why they write songs about it, but I also don't hate it.
I have a bunch of family in Covington, and then Lafayette. I think Attica is in Illinois. See, I have some like family, like you kind of like go.
I've been to Attica, but I don't remember if it's.
Yeah, Attica is rough, man.
Yeah.
As long as you stay at a Gary, you should be
Oh,
fine.
dude, Gary. Gary is Gary's.
I don't know what it is ranked now, but it was like number one. Like
It's still pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I remember going out to Chicago and stuff like that. Younger, really cool city.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Like Gary?
no, Chicago.
I worked a majority of my career in the power industry was in Chicago area, but I worked
Chicago.
yeah. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait.
Yeah, that man was fucking sick.
Oh yeah. Pissant. I also love
That's
your
a
name.
cool name, dude.
I also love your name. So if you have a t-shirt, I'm going to buy it.
That is pretty sick. Speaking of cool names, I found this band because they followed us and the name kind of just like stuck out in my head and gave them
Head knife. I don't know. Sorry, I'm tired.
and I gave them a listen today and I feel like you would like them. But they're called Mean Jesus.
I've seen the name before. I have seen the name before.
And the song is called Goat Thrower.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I have seen the name before.
You would love this, dude.
Oh, well, there we go.
Very classic traditional.
I have that font.
Wayne would love this.
Oh, yeah. This is that mid, late 90s.
Just came out. think end of last year.
Oh yeah, I like it a lot.
Good guitar tone.
Yeah. That reminds me of like early Sick of It All, H2O, you know?
I mean, honestly, it reminds me of like Cold Side and shit like that. You know?
Yeah, like that, the early years of New York hardcore. Yeah.
Go throw
Cowbell.
Not enough cowbells in hardcore, dude.
Blow this for Gene. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, I'm getting Sick of It All, Built to Last.
Yeah, I was just about to say Sick of It All.
Sick of It All, Built to Last era. Yeah.
So fun, dude.
This is just like a crowd stomp, fucking crowd surf type of band, you know?
It's a beer-soaked floor kind of band.
Oh yeah. For sure. I love that
Mean
shit.
Jesus. Yeah, that shit was cool.
I like that.
And I heard it. Well, first I saw the name. I'm like, okay, you got my attention.
I've seen it before. I don't know why I didn't click on it, but I don't know. That's rad though. I like that.
And instantly I was like, oh, this, like, we've played a lot of like kind of old school, traditional, whatever, but that was like a whole nother realm of, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like these new bands that are like, have a traditional sound, but still like a newer hardcore sound.
Yeah.
That was like plucked right from like early 2000s. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because if you listen to like a lot of bands like 98 Mute, No Use for a Name, Melancholy, like those bands were considered more of like associated with like skate videos and surfing videos.
Yeah.
It's still punk rock.
Yeah, for
you know what I
sure.
mean? Like it's still punk and hardcore, but it's like it had a different. Not that it wasn't any less violent, but the tonality was less violent, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a beat down.
It's like a community type thing.
Yeah,
you know,
like it was literally like, hey, we're at the show, fucking go crazy, have a good time, fucking fuck each other up. But you know, and yeah, but I love that shit. Like it definitely got like one of my favorite albums of all time is Built to Last, and just Good Looking Out is one of my. You Can Always Count on Me. Fucking A. Yeah, that ruled. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. And so do you want to play like one more and take a little break?
Sure.
Okay. Well, since you played a song you think I'd like, I'll just go ahead and get this one out of the way.
Oh no, already.
Yeah. Just because I thought it was awesome. God damn it. I forgot the name of just type in Barking Irons. That's the name of the song. I'm blanking on the name. I'm sorry. But I just found it today, and I was like, no. Just type in Barking Irons and just press enter, see what happens. The name of the band is Death Card. Sorry, that's right, Death Card. So, yeah, I found this today, and I was just at work, and I was in the blower room, so I didn't really hear it that well, but I heard the first 5 chords, and I was like, okay. So this is Death Card.
Give me some more music on this one.
The artwork is sweet, too. Pretty sure this is new as well, if I remember correctly.
Like getting record you one reverse. We're still above stakes. Just out of the legs. Yet it's all that are like cranes are trying to touch young. We're still above stakes. Just out of the legs.
Okay, this is a little older.
Like cranes are trying to touch young.
Yeah, that's it.
I knew it. Yeah, you like this.
Very wants nothing, like.
But you can't stop progress. Can't stop progress. Can't
Justin, have you heard of this band?
No.
That's what I love, dude. Like, that's a breakdown, but it's not your, like, traditional breakdown, you know? There's a cool riff.
Makes you want to play guitar.
Makes me so mad when you find Southern bands that I should have.
I don't look for it, though.
I know.
I'm trying to find all the bands Justin finds.
Little Dead in the Vine.
Yeah, he is legend in there, too. Yeah.
One something.
Yeah. I figured you like that.
Who was that again?
Death Card. The song was called Barking Irons, which is a pretty cool name.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's from 2017, so I don't know if they're a band anymore or not, but they're from Nashville.
Fits.
Yeah.
Fits.
Yeah, I heard that. And I was like, yeah, he's going to like that.
I did like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because like it's really cool. Like in the process of this podcast, like we have found a few other like, you know, the Undertaking and stuff like that. Like you guys have found other bands that I'm like, damn. And then you find out how long they've been out. And I'm like, why? Like this is so me. Like why have I not heard of this? You know, in some fashion. And it just like
Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of a weird thing. I don't know. But hey, whatever.
Speaking of Southern, Matt Sod, fucking Maylene is going on fucking tour.
Yeah. So I sent that to you.
I know. Tampa?
Yeah.
Salt Wounds playing.
Yeah.
That's going to be fucking sick.
Yeah. We did Salt Wound. We did Salt the Wound and then Salt Wound.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm excited. Tampa, it's a good venue too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Should be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a little pee-pee break real quick and
Do whatever you want me to do.
All right, let's do that. I hear an audio thing I want to listen to.
Wait, before we come back,
Okay.
Justin, can you put this in? I don't know if I wanted to like play it in the episode or not. But the band is called the Sloppy Boys. Have you heard of them?
Yes.
Have you heard of the song "I'm So Punk Rock"?
No. I've seen the name, but because of the name, I didn't click on it.
But check this out.
I'm so punk rock. I'm so punk rock. With a studded belt and a studded sock. I'm so punk rock. I'm so hardcore. Oh, I'm so hardcore. I fit right in on the mosh pit floor. I'm so hardcore.
This music video is so funny. Dude.
I'm so grunge. Okay, I'm so grunge. I soak it up just like a sponge. I'm so grunge. I'm so metal. Oh, I'm so fucking metal. Give me a first place headbanging metal. I put my foot down on the fucking pedal. Oh, you gotta believe me, 'cause I'm so metal.
Yeah, it's funny because like I love this shit, but I hate this shit.
It's so funny.
Like it's like that. What was that? That band, that joke band that came out, Oakley Dokley, like years ago,
Yeah.
like the Ned Flanders, or you know, it's like I love it and I hate it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why I hate it. And it's not because it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks to me because the people that I don't want to see at shows are the ones that love it the most. And am I wrong?
You know, it's funny. It's funny about that Oakley Dokley band is
Nothing.
no. So like they were playing at Iron Oak when I was bartending in downtown Melbourne.
Really?
Yeah. They opened up for
You bartended a fucking Oakley Dokley show?
no. They played at the bar down the street.
Oh, that's right. You were
Yeah.
botchery, right?
And so a few of the before the band started, a few of the members came in and you know they all have mustaches. And the funny thing is that my buddy Logan, not Logan Rivera, Logan Davis, photoshopped my face in one of their photos like years ago, right? I go, so funny that you guys are here. And I had to pull it up because it was a while ago. And I go, my buddy did this. And it was like different faces of me too. So it
That's
looked like it
funny.
was like 4 or 5 different people. And they're like laughing. You go, you would fit right in. I
That's
go,
pretty funny.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, bonus clip. I like that.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. Yeah, I don't know.
They say they change members all the time. So it's kind of like if you
Well,
can
it's
if
a-
you can make a run, you can make a run. You know, it's just kind of like
What you mean to tell me there's no serious members of Death Clock? Like, come on. Like, Jesus Christ.
I thought there was. I thought that was kind of a serious band. What's the
No, it's a cartoon.
what's the Black Sabbath?
Excuse me? Go ahead.
What's the Black Sabbath one? Like it's like a McChicken or something. Like they all dress up like different
I don't
McDonald's
know.
character, but it's like a
Ghost?
No,
I don't know.
but it's like they're all. It's
Okay, no, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to bitch about something real quick.
about
And-
Ghost.
Yes, but the hardcore version of Ghost. Sleep Token.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I'm not.
I tried it. I legit gave it a shot.
I am
don't get it.
okay. I'm going to state my audio opinion first. It's good music. It's not not my cup of tea, but as a musician, as an audio guy, I can say it's well done.
Yeah.
It's tasteful. It's a good band. Why is everybody sucking the cock for him, dude? I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
I don't fucking get it. And am I wrong? I don't know. Whatever. But I don't get it.
In my opinion, I feel like Will Ramos put them on the map by like, because like when he was like the biggest trending thing, he was like talking like this is the greatest band ever. Obviously, everyone flocked over to Sleep Token,
Yeah.
but and I've talked to other people like Ben and stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, they're great. I'm like, I'm sure they're great live, but I just don't get it.
But what I don't understand is like, and it's hard because obviously we have to separate opinion from what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'm trying to come at it from a standpoint of like I'm a musician. I've been playing guitar my whole fucking life. Okay, I'm not the greatest guitar player. I'm not the worst one. Whatever.
Yeah.
I understand. I have different tastes in music.
That thing's flickering, right?
Yeah, they both this on the left and that one up there.
It
They do
stopped.
they
It
stop, they do
stopped
it,
as
they
soon as I
stop.
looked at it.
Yeah, they're
You
on
know
like
what?
a
That's the thing for the show.
20 seconds.
But anyway, what I don't get is the hype about it. When I obviously the internet flooded with this shit, dude. Like sleep token, every fucking like. And honestly, I think it has a lot to do with like clickbait things. Like a lot of the people that rely on views on YouTube, like the Finn McKenties and those guys and all that shit. Like, yeah, they're gonna talk about it because obviously it's gonna get them views. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is one of those things. But it's weird because I feel like if you've never heard a band like Sleep Token before, and you think Sleep Token is the best thing you've ever heard, you haven't listened to a lot of music. And I'm not digging. I'm sorry.
I think it's
I'm
like a
sure
band-
I'm sure I'll get a hate comment for it.
The truth hurts, you know.
No, but it's just like, dude, it's nothing. It's nothing insane. It's nothing that's not been done before. That again, I'm sorry that if it sounds harsh.
You turned down my vocals a little bit. I think it's like a bandwagon thing.
100% it is. And again, it sucks because I know it's all subjective and we all have opinions. You know, it's 2024. We all think things. That's
Yeah.
cool. But it's like, and I'm trying not to be negative because that's when we get the negative comments. But it's like, I listen to it. I'm like, well, yeah, Deftones did this 25, 30 years ago. Like, what? It's not.
It's not even comparable, dude.
Well, I'm just saying, but I'm just like, what? Do you not listen to Vexes? Do you not listen to so many of these bands that have done it before? And again, I'm not trying to take it away from Sleep Token. I just don't fucking get it.
There's definitely a demographic for it, and it's definitely a certain genre to where people like flock to it. But to argue like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever made is bonkers, dude.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't. Have you heard any interlude from Into the Moat? It's amazing. Like it.
Into the mode.
It's a literal jazz composition. Like I don't understand. But the thing that and that's what I think it goes hand in hand with like with the categories, how we categorize things. Like we always say, is it what kind of hardcore? Is it
Sure.
Warped Tour? And I think there is. I would think that people that go to certain said things would probably appreciate that more. Or there's people that are just new into the music, like into like hardcore and deathcore and all this shit, that haven't probably listened to a lot of like more melodic tonal bands, you know what I'm saying? And they hear that and they're like, well, this is 100% different than what I was listening to yesterday. And it's like, well, if you explore the genre a little more, you'd find so many bands that are.
But I truly believe that like some of these people are like, well, if Will Ramos loves it this much, and I love Will Ramos.
Oh, yeah.
If I say I don't like this, that means I don't like Will Ramos. And like it to me, that's just like
John Stamos. Full House.
yeah. It's like so soft. It's like the softest like form of like just like something.
Yeah.
Like just like something, and if that's what you like, no big deal.
No, for sure.
Fucking sick.
Dude,
whatever.
you're going to like what you like.
Yeah.
That's okay. Who cares? Like,
cares?
It doesn't matter. But
Don't ever fucking coin something as this is the greatest ever.
Yeah, like French fries.
Yeah. Checkers, dude.
I don't know.
I've had a
Gotta
couple
get
people
it.
agree with it.
You know, Brandy brought up a good point though, and she goes, "What sucks is," and I agree. Before she even told me the point, I said it the most. I said, "Well, I'm only gauging on what we have around here, but you're right. There's so many other places,
There is
and it's
other
like,
places.
like, dude, fucking Cookout. You ever heard of that fast food chain?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Oh my god, the fries are delicious. You know, I mean, there's.
I think
so
we
many,
got a comment on Whataburger, and I like we used to have one.
I
It's
like.
been-
I
it's
do
been a
enjoy
while.
Whataburger.
Yeah.
I do enjoy, but it's funny because I mean, when you get asked on the spot that question, your brain just is going to familiarize with what do we have around? We have just the big ones.
You
we
go,
don't really have.
you go back to your last 2 weeks. Like what did I eat the last 2 weeks? Kind of deal.
Yeah.
Number 2 is poop.
Poop. Sleep token. I don't know. I just thought it was, but I like talking about things like that because, you know, obviously I know we're trying to be both. We're trying to be a music podcast. We're commentary, but we're, you know, poop fart jokes, whatever. But it's just, I don't know. And I have like a different, as somebody that's been listening to melodic-esque metal and hardcore my whole life, like that's what I'm typically drawn to. When I hear it, I'm like, this is fucking boring.
It's kind of drony.
It's just
like,
boring.
Yeah,
dude.
just
it's like people that go to Sun concerts.
I get it. Like maybe the vocalist can be like, you know, he's got a range or whatever. What it just to me, like
They're talented fucking dudes.
well, it's the same thing with it's so funny because you branched off of Ghost into Sleep Token, and to me, it's very similar in my opinion.
It's the same thing, yeah.
Because I can listen to like Ghost, I'm like, this just sounds like 80s rocks to me.
Yeah.
Like this just sounds like I'm in my dad's truck. It's not the worst thing, but it's not my choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's on, I'm not gonna be like, turn this off.
We're-
you know, but I'm not gonna put it on purpose. You know, like
We're this close to that guy that brings a lawn camping chair to a show.
so close. That fucking guy. Yeah.
No, I don't know. And obviously it's not a secret that we typically will blame the fans. You know, it's not the
yeah.
band's fault. It's usually the fans. Like, dude, if there's any show that I never want to go to in my life, it would be
Falling in reverse.
oh, no, well, only if I can punch Ronnie Radke right in the face. Like just that'd be so cool.
No, don't do that.
Well, yeah, he'll sue me. Oh, very good. He'll pay your mortgage. Fucking. Oh, I wanted to say so many slurs. Anyway, but like I never want to go to a Knock Loose show, and their new album is good. Like I've heard snippets
It's
of it.
good.
It's awesome.
It's very
Dude,
good.
Knock Loose doesn't suck as a band.
Yeah.
It's just you attract the worst people,
Yep.
and I don't know. I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Not at all.
It's the horde mentality.
No, because like the demographic that I'm hoping that we get is people are like, yeah, dude, I fucking.
You know what? You're
bored,
not wrong. You know, I want the people that you like Born Savage. Fuck yeah, that's the kind of people
Yeah,
I want.
yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is. But it's and I never want to go to a fucking Sleep Token show. I never want to go to a Knock Loose show. I never want to go to a just like these. I don't know. And it sucks because I don't.
I will go to a Weapon show though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh dude.
1000%.
You know that would actually be. I wish we. You know what? Let's do that. Reach out to X Weapon X and just say, I'm curious. What is the demographic of people? How is it comparable to that versus Knock Loose?
I bet you.
I would be
I bet
curious to hear
you
that.
X Weapon X is like FYA people.
Well, no, I know, but
Yeah,
I'd be curious to see that because that's an interesting question.
that's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, the genre's not far off.
It's not.
It's not at all.
It's not.
But Knock Loose is Hot Topic. And that's not their fault. They're just that big now.
Yeah.
X Weapon X, nobody's heard of that. I mean,
they
you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, but like Knock Loose fell into something. They're like, okay, well, we're just gonna embrace this and just ride this fucking wave because I guarantee you, in hardcore, waves never last that long.
No.
You know, and right now, them, Kubla Khan, Sleep Token, like those waves are still going.
I don't know,
So,
but I also think there are those bands that become staples, and I know it's a different thing now. Like obviously, if you were to ask me, like, when somebody says, "What are your top hardcore bands?" and like we just said with the French fry joke, like I'm not gonna go like super deep. It's almost like what
well,
do
that's
you
super subjective.
No,
right?
no, I
Like,
know,
that's-
but it's actually kind of cool in the fact. What do you when somebody thinks you listen to, or when you want to showcase the kind of music you listen to? It's like, okay, so if somebody says, "Oh, you listen to hardcore," what are your favorite bands? Like, obviously, there's so many.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for fuck's sake, the two first bands we played, like they're rad, but
Yeah.
nobody's gonna know who they are. But if I want somebody to know what kind of music I listen to,
Right.
I'll say Terror. I'll say Madball.
Yep.
I'll say Agnostic Front. Just so they kind of those are like band names that obviously are staples in the hardcore community, in
Yeah.
hardcore metal, whatever you want to talk about it. Hatebreed. Like those are names of bands. Like those are names that people that don't listen to the genre are going to know. Like Cannibal Corpse knows who fucking Hatebreed is.
yeah.
Well, they played Jostafest, but you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that doesn't.
That's a
necessarily
super
know.
fun question though, because like you do kind of like all those bands are like when you first kind of fell in love with hardcore. Those were your first set of bands. It's very similar to mine because like when I think of that, there's obviously more bands that I listen to now that people like what you said wouldn't know what they are.
Right.
But if you were trying to figure me out as a person, it's definitely Maylene. It's definitely Recon, Thick as Blood. Because you know the straight edge hardcore is like runs like that was early on for me with hardcore. But then you have like Stick to Your Guns and
Which
Sick of It All. You know, like when you get into like this like that branch of like it's like I call it like it's like a horseshoe of bands because like
yeah. It
like
all-
My Children, My Bride and stuff like that. They all kind of like could play together, but they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But like.
yes and no.
But at that time, they were the fucking the people. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Oh, for
like,
sure.
but it all kind of stems down of something. And even if it is pop punk, like pop punk, like was like No Pressure. Like,
Yeah, No
dude,
Pressure
they
rules,
were
dude.
so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
And now you see them. I'm not saying now, but like you can see a hardcore bill, like a fest, and like, oh, No Pressure's in that. They're not a hardcore band at all, but they fucking roll with those hardcore kids. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's so cool, and it doesn't have to be super genre specific like that because even if you look at like a band like Terror and Agnostic Front, they're not the same band.
No, they're different. They're different.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
different, like different sounds of. But it wouldn't surprise me to see them on the same bill.
I wouldn't want to.
I would.
I know you would.
Oh.
And maybe it's just because we've seen AF so many times, but like,
One more's always good too. No, but I guess what
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, but the thing is like, so I think it kind of we were talking. Well, let's say earlier we were talking about tattoos and you know how that starts conversations. Where like people that listen to the genre, like you know, like oh, it's like, so if I tell you right away, like who are your top hardcore bands, and I say, oh well, you know, I name you know the household names, and I don't mean that negatively, but then it opens the door for like them to ask, well, have you heard of this band? The same thing, like that's what we all do in public. I mean, me and you, when we get drunk and talk about, that's what we do. Like, who's you know? Then we ask questions about it. But that's the truth. It's like, so if I'm like, okay, so you listen to Terror and Madball, well, have you heard of this band? Have you heard of that band?
Have you heard of Mean Jesus?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like-
so it opens the gate, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Close the gate. Always keep the gate closed. By the way. But that's what I'm saying is it does branch out to that.
So
So
buy a ticket. But buy a ticket to the gate. You know what I'm saying?
it's $1,000.
It's one subscribe.
Venmo me,
Subscribe.
Mr. Lasagna 666.
You know, I was trying to think of like our version of like, you know, like those people that make fun of the YouTube people, like fucking harass the fucking subscribe button.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking you want fucking hate mosh that fucking subscribe button.
Oh yeah, no, fucking yeah, head stomp.
Fucking curse stomp the like button if you like. the
Swing
shit,
that
you know?
ladder.
You know what I say about all that? Is I say let them keep listening to Sleep Token so they don't come to a pissant show.
You know what? That's actually a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Booth Boy?
Keeps the gate closed.
He
You know what I'm
brings-
saying?
you know what? You're right.
Let them all listen to
So-
Sleep Token.
so
as much
wait,
as they
Follow the
want.
sparkly thing.
So what you're
Yes.
saying is Knock Loose and Sleep Token are basically like mosquito repellent.
Yeah, well,
I like
no,
that.
no, they're like bug zappers. That's what they are.
bugs.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't know.
Once again, Knock Loose is not a terrible band.
no.
But there's a lot of people like you that are ruining it for us.
You know what's
Just
funny?
like you.
I wonder, like, obviously the band will never hear this, but I wonder if, like, in their head, they're like, I agree.
1,000% they agree.
have to
yeah.
agree, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're loving it. Their merch sales are probably fucking bananas, and good for them. That's awesome.
I have a question, and I think this is pretty funny. Have you ever, like, been approached by somebody, like, at a show or, you know, that's part of the scene or whatever is going on, and they ask you, and before they ask you, they, like, try to come off as, like, I know all the bands. I know everything. And they say, what's your favorite band? And you tell them, and they're like, they've never fucking heard of them in their fucking life. Which, whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody's like, "Oh, you like melodic hardcore? What's your favorite band?" I say, "Misery Signals."
The people,
one.
yeah.
And they're like, "I'd never heard of them." Like,
Right.
okay.
You know,
Well, you should fucking listen then. I don't know.
even with me, like when we first kind of talked, I never really listened to Misery Signals, but I knew who they were and what genre they were. I just never really got into them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
at
saying?
That, at
you
that
know, it's
time,
just
they've
like,
already
eh,
been pretty well established.
that
as a-
wasn't my thing.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
but
and that's fine.
you find out real quickly how, you know, like a lot of people have blockers on. I think they almost kind of choose not to listen to other stuff because
I think people are caught up with the ego rather than the research. And
sure.
dude, there's a hard ego lesson that this podcast has taught me is I don't know shit about music anymore.
Same.
And so now
especially locations.
it's also catering to a different ego where I want to bring a lawn chair to the show. Like, well, if you like this band, you'd probably like this one. Oh, that fucking nerd. Goddamn. Jesus Christ. But
What Drew is referring to a few times when we went to FYA a couple years ago, there was a dude that brought one of those like little like tripod like chair things, like a little camping chair, and then just had a backpack full of books and was just sitting there reading books the entire time. And there's a level of confidence that I appreciate because he is there and maybe he's like, you know what, I fucking bought this ticket. All right, got this ticket. I'm gonna get my money's worth. I'm gonna at least hear the music. But just ignore it, Drew.
no.
Yeah.
I already know how to fix it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, just to tie into all that, and the last time I disagreed with something on the internet, oh, buddy. But then our fans came to our rescue, which is cool. I try to just shoot that shit out and just worry about the 3 millisecond time delay in our recordings. But I don't know. I just don't get it. And you know what? I'm sure a lot of you could tell me. Email RJ about it.
HMHD
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
at Gmail. Yeah. This next band is called
Oh, we listen to music? I forgot.
It's Numb, but it's GNUMB. And the song is called Huckleberry.
Okay, before we play this song, where did you find it and how did you find it? I never ask you how you find it. Usually it's Spotify.
It's all
right?
Spotify.
Really?
But I've had this for like maybe a month now.
But so how did you discover it before? Was it suggested to you or was it
No,
like,
so what I do is that like, okay, so we'll release a band, right? And I'll follow a bunch
okay.
of bands, and on Spotify I'll like listen to them, the ones that like I like. And what I'll do is like, because a lot of them are anywhere between like 500 and like maybe 2,000 monthly listeners, so they're in that bracket where they're not hitting the top hitters.
I guess you
on the
gotta
fans,
find those ones, yeah.
And so I kind of go through each band, and what I'll do is I'll start creating playlists. Like I'll like add it to the queue and
that
stuff like
suggests
that.
more music.
And then I'll like make this really long kind of playlist, and I'll listen to it throughout the day. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
got
You know,
you, yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of deal. And this is one of those bands that popped up. And plus, it's called Huckleberry, and I love Tombstone, and I know Justin just,
Yeah.
Oh, I was like holding back
I know Justin just watched it recently too. So I'll be your Huckleberry.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for
Give me some more music, please.
I'm your huckleberry.
Well, wait till the music actually starts. Oh, God. I couldn't swallow my beer. Oh, God.
hardcore, you fucking bitch!
You maneuver every band just for that. Oh, God. Do not eat Taco Bell before you go to this show, by the way. You will shit the pit.
You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed?
Oh. Was that it?
That's it.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Is that cool?
It's rad.
little beat down shit, you
Oh,
know?
I love it so much. That's so cool.
Well, you said a couple episodes ago to where it's like these like mean fucking bands that are just kind of having fun with it at the same time.
I love
Like
it, dude.
I love it so
I
much.
do love it. Because it's like, I don't know how it works anymore. Like, obviously, we came up in a time where, dude, there were some shows that I used to go to back in the day when I was like 18 years old where I had to go through a metal detector.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Dude, I don't know if I ever
Bro,
experienced that.
I don't remember the venues. It's two.
Was it in Orlando?
No, it's Jacksonville.
Jackson.
There was also another show I went to in Atlanta. I had to go through a metal detector. Like, so shit happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, like, there was one band in particular. Obviously, this was a local band. I don't remember this. This was like 20 years ago. You know what sucks? That it hurts to say that, but it's also kind of cool. It's like I've been listening and playing music for that long, but it's like,
Right,
God
yeah.
damn, bro.
Kind of weird to think
Anyway,
about.
it was a local band, and like I had to go through a metal detector to get into the show. And then when the guys came out, they literally looked like what's that Broken Side band? Like I was like, well, what are you gonna do? You gonna fuck me up?
Like Affliction
You
shirt. kinda shit.
you gonna gain 100 pounds and then fight me? Like,
Yeah, right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, all right, whatever. Like, but it's just funny. Like, but what I like about that music and what this band did was it called again?
Numb.
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 Numb. But I like it. It's like, fuck you. Here's the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. I like that. And don't get me wrong, I'd be at a show and I'll hear that and I'll laugh while I'm kicking you in the shin. You know what I mean? That's every Sleep Token fan.
I was just gonna say every Knock Loose fan right there.
Oh my God.
That one guy on the right kind of looks like Dax Shepard a little bit. That's funny.
It's an 81 Honda. It's free on YouTube, so I watch it all the time. Is it blinking?
It's not blinking.
Good job. Okay, cool. The firmware update worked. Well, okay, well, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I forgot where my original list was from. So this band's called Lower Hollow. And this song is called Living Ghost. Yeah. I found this band today at work. And
Really?
yeah, I forgot. Because you know me, like it's weird when I'm listening, when I'm trying to find bands, and we were just talking about how you find them. I'm looking for something specific, and when I don't hear it, I pass it up.
Gotcha.
But now I'm getting better at like if I don't like a band, or if I don't say that's the wrong word, but if I'm like not into it, I put it into a bookmark folder,
Okay.
so I go back and listen to it again when I'm in a different mood.
What I like to do is like, because I have like little earbuds that at work. I'll make that cue like basically a playlist of a bunch of bands, and while I'm working, it's just good music, but if something like when I'm working, if it's enough to distract me from work, I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? I'd
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
oh, and I make sure, today I was trying to do it and I put it on the list and I go, what the fuck? It was Killing Me Softly. I go,
Oh, yeah,
fuck. Like, this band is so good.
and that's the thing too, is like, so back to what you're talking about with Spotify is, so you find that like Diamond in the Rough, that's low listeners, all this stuff, but their fans also like are low listeners, like, and
Yeah.
I don't mean that negatively, but I just
No,
mean like,
no.
but like obviously like if I go to Spotify, like so what's a big one? Like Stasis. I love Stasis. We all love Stasis. Cool.
Huge, yeah.
I go to Stasis and it's just bigger bands that
Yeah.
they listen to. I don't know if that's an algorithm thing. I don't know. Whatever.
Spotify is weird with the
I know. But the thing is like, not only do the bands not sound like anything, it's like, but it sucks because I feel like I'm looking for something specific. And that's why I like Bandcamp, because I just type in hardcore and it's like, fucking here it is.
That's such a vague, like,
I know. But honestly, if I was in a band right now, I don't care what kind of band it is. I'm putting hardcore.
1,000%.
I'm putting hardcore, post-hardcore, metalcore,
melodic.
hardcore. I'm putting those tags in it just because it's all relative, but I don't know. Anyway, so I forget which band I looked up to find this band, and I found it, and I was like, damn, this is pretty cool.
Are
and
they melodic?
They're, from what I remember, it's a little bit more of like more of a metalcore.
Okay.
More of a metalcore, but it's really cool.
Tits.
Yeah, it's tits for sure. This is yeah.
These words will find their way.
You can hear why I like it.
Yeah.
You're made for one. Give joy to me. Will to the end.
Is that Shane Gillis? That's the singer?
I think of that night. Satisfaction. You dug your grave again. A place to waste away. You'll find.
That's a lefty drummer.
Oh yeah. That's cool right there.
You hear that rhythm guitar chugging?
The way you perceive place your void. No one else but you. The path ahead will belong.
Such an early song.
With so many questions you choose to deny. But then
See, change it, chop it up. So good.
burning, compassion burns into embers. Then disappears into the dark. The curtains close. The edges come to an end. You'll burn with all you've created.
So,
Diving us?
yeah, with that fucking Geo.
This is so pretty. Dude's got such a great voice too. Slow it.
So, what I love the most about what this band did is they take all like the best parts about newer melodic hardcore, and they mixed it with 2000s metalcore-esque tonality.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
I mean, it's fucking rad, dude. I could be wrong, but I think this is the band from South Africa. So when I said I was looking for something specific, I found it.
This is very specific. Love it.
Oh, getting excited.
Dude's got such a good voice.
Dude, it's
Lower
so,
hollow.
Dude, fucking band rips, dude.
Dude, that is like a fucking album crusher. Like you just put that on.
Oh yeah. I wish I could hear stuff at work, but you get 8 horsepower blowers, and you can't hear shit. But what I love, I think I said it during the song, but what's cool about that band is it's hard to like. So we're on the top. I don't know if bands, if you appreciate this kind of what I'm about to go into, let us know, because I think it's kind of important, because we always complain, or I do anyway, about when I type in your band name on Google, in Spotify, in Bandcamp, it's so hard to find you. And it's not their fault, but it's just like, dude, why is the algorithm so weird? Or why is the search engine so weird? So like for any band, I have to type in the band name, the song, and then double space and put the album just to find the fucking Facebook. So if I go to Facebook and I type in your band name, I don't find it. And that sucks. That fucking sucks, because you think about it, if you have a card, or you post a flyer or something like, hey, find us at this, whatever, it sucks. But what I love about this shit is like, I had to like click through so many things just to find this. But if I type in melodic hardcore on Spotify. No offense, it all is the same generic. And I'm not talking shit, but it's like, dude, I'm not finding it. And I think I bitched about it a couple episodes ago. Dude, stop playing the same fucking beat. Have the drummer be immersed in the song too.
Especially with that genre. It's very important.
Dude, well, it breaks it up.
I was also, I'm curious too, because you mentioned that.
They did it right.
Yeah, no, for sure. Lower hollow is sick. Lefty people, right? So like, I always think about like, in art class, I learned that, you know, the left hand or the right side of the brain controls your left side of your body, and vice versa, the left side. With left-handed people, they're typically more artistic because the right side of your brain has all those things that you instantly tap into. I wonder if it's easier for a drummer that is left-handed to be able to tap into that. And like, I wonder if they think about it differently than like a right-handed guitar.
Maybe.
Because you don't see left-handed drummers all that much.
No.
You know? Because I feel like it's one of those things that's like cursive, or like they like force you to like, this is where your snare should be, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. You know, like, so, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
But
I don't know. I still think
I wonder
that
if it's easier for him. You know what I mean? Because he's, you know, left-handed.
I don't know, because all of my favorite bands that I've ever listened to that, in my personal opinion, do drums the way it should be with the sound. Not left-handed drummers. I don't know. I don't know. I think intuition definitely.
I'm not saying like left-handed drummers should be better or
No,
differently.
no.
I wonder
No,
if
but
it's
I get
easier
you.
for them. You know what
Could
I'm
be.
saying?
But in my experience, one of the best drummers I ever played with, he doesn't even know how to spell crossword puzzle. So I don't, I don't know, man. I don't think it matters.
He's probably right-handed.
I think intuition matters a lot, but I also think direction matters a lot too. So like, I distinctly remember when I would be writing music, or if I had a riff and I'm talking to the drummer, I can't talk to him in drum terms because I'm not a drummer.
Sure.
But I would say, okay, so like the first 2 bars, keep it kind of straight, but the second 2 bars, just fucking go nuts. Like, just kind of like
fill it up.
Play what you want to play to it, and then but so obviously drummers just like me, you know, they want to like, you know, they want to fill it up, they want to have fun with it, and for certain genres, I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think there's a certain genres that are good with that, and certain ones that are like, don't do that. You know,
Everything has a limit, but for, you know, death metal and melodic hardcore, like you definitely do see a little bit more crazier drums and drum fills and
for
stuff
sure,
like that.
yeah, absolutely.
Alex was a lot like that when we were jamming. He would like start saying stuff like, "Yeah, we're in 4/16," or like when I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck that means.
I still don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He would he would speak. Do you remember that, Justin?
Oh, dude, my favorite thing about him is he'd be like, I'd like to add more drums to this. Like, he'd just be like, can I put more like ghost notes in here? Can I put more things into this like simple thing we're doing? I want to make it crazy.
But he was in drumline in high school, so like that's kind of like that's how you're taught. You know, to kind of talk to other drummers and stuff like that. So it's just great knowledge to have. I couldn't imagine the discipline it takes to do that kind of stuff, but.
It's just one thing I don't get. Like what I like about this band a lot, it's it's old school metalcore, you know, whatever, but it breaks it up with like the half times, and it does all those things. But the drummer just kept it interesting, and that's I think it's one of my biggest complaints is like all these melodic new bands that come out. It's usually just a guitar player, and he programs the drums.
It's huge production.
It's a straight beat. And there's no fills. There's no life in the drums. Yeah, they sound great. Cool. Yeah, what? I don't give 2 fucks. I'd rather them sound like shit, but have some fucking substance to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would rather, you know, lose a little bit of mixing just to hear
some life,
some sort of energy.
No, and it's like, but I think that again, it goes hand in hand. It was like, well, the guitar players are like, can anybody play drums on this? I don't know how bands work nowadays.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't get it anymore. But that what I like, obviously the riffs are cool. The guy's voice was amazing.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it added just a little bit of punch and a little bit of this. And the drummer handled it well. And I was like, I think I pointed at you and it's like, see, they're playing the same fucking riff, but the drummer changed it up and it's a whole new part.
Yeah.
It's a whole new
chopped it
part.
up.
And you
Yeah.
had to write nothing extra.
Correct.
You made one riff sound like 10.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about writing is obviously, when you have a whole song planned out, when someone's like, well, what do we got next? And you don't have anything, then you force it.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part is when you thought in your brain you had it all written out, and then you get to a point where
It doesn't sound organic.
You're right. And you're all sitting there and you're like, well, what do we do next? And then I'm like, oh, let me come up with a riff. It's never going to be that good. And sometimes it is. Certain bands can do that. Certain guitar players can do that. I don't know. In my personal experience, a lot of the songs that I've written have been just like spur of the moment.
Yeah.
And also I've sat at home and written it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. But anyway.
I think the big thing to take away from that too is that like radio rock and like radio music in general, pop or any kind of genre, can fit in that chorus, melody, bridge dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
But with metal, people are expecting it to kind of just go places and not really to repeat itself numerous times.
Unless you
know
listen to
what I mean?
Metallica.
Well, yeah, but that's what this band did. Is what you're saying is
Yeah,
like they were able to keep parts of the band doing that chorus, bridge, melody type structure, but they changed it up with the drums to make it more dynamic.
Again, it's like, dude, you bring it back and it's a different part, but the drums are different. So to you, it's a different part. So you've done more structuring with doing less work.
Guitar players, thank your drummers. They're fucking carrying your band.
And I'm not, and don't thank your keyboard. Thank a real one.
Think that real dude, man. It's kind of hard to. I get 3 more bands. Just giving you a heads up.
I got plenty.
Okay.
That's fine.
I got a baby at home. Sorry.
Huh?
What?
This next band's called.
Terrible song.
I want to take a piss out.
This song's called.
This band's called The Bearer,
The Bear.
and the song's called Jagged Lines. Dude, I'm going through fucking bands.
I found a band called The Barrier from I think they're from Germany, and I was like, oh god, this is sick. I was like, you're not taking my song again. Chained to a Tree, rad. Jaguar.
I love Jagged.
I don't know if that was her head's not weird. I'm gonna bury my guitar.
Kind of looks like maybe an LTD head.
It might be a Washburn. I haven't seen it again. It's a Fernandez.
Oh, I think you might be right. I think that's SGC.
It's a Vertigo.
Hold on.
No, it might be something custom. I love a drummer with a small kit.
Love it.
Because it makes you more creative a little bit less.
Logan was always really good at that. Is that a semi-hollow too?
A what?
A semi-hollow? Semi-hollow?
It does have a net fault on it. That's why I think it's a custom one. It looks like a Fernandez Vertigo, but I'm not exactly sure.
I hope the band helps. Yeah.
That fucking ruled, dude.
Yeah, that was so sick. High energy, fucking just groovy.
It gave me like an early Fear Before the March of Flames. Do you remember that band?
Yeah, wow.
They shortened it to Fear Before.
Yeah.
But like they did that. Obviously I got kind of like a not Norma Jean. What's the band that became? Chariot.
Yep.
But obviously lesser gain. But no, that's rad.
Yeah.
Dude, I want that guitar.
I just love it when like that.
Justin, can you rewind it and just just put it on pause to the yeah. Just push pause. Make it full screen.
Oh, I got it like first try.
Yeah, you did. Very good. That's it.
Okay, so it's like a diamond
That
it's like a triangle that comes down on another line. Dude, I've never seen anything like that.
It's just the headstock is confusing you. That's what it is.
yes.
Yeah, but the headstock.
It's a composite build for sure.
It might be a war moth. I don't know. I have to look it up, but that's a rad guitar.
It's fucking sick.
I want to steal it. Mail it to me, please. That's a cool guitar. Now the band's cool. I like it. The music video
is
is
different.
interesting.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely cool. And
They're not in a warehouse, so that's cool.
no, yeah, I don't know. There's been some pretty cool music videos I've seen lately, though.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
That was different.
No, good. The Bearer, you rule.
Yeah.
I like it.
I just have to pee real fast. That's it.
I got
fine.
to pee too.
That's fine. We'll take a little 5-minute.
And we're back.
Yeah, and a pee-pee break.
Dude,
I
I'm
was
out of piss.
Yeah, I was thinking about that band when I was expelling my piss, and it's so crazy because that's the kind of band we were talking earlier. It's so wild how it all ties in to me personally. I don't know, but like we were talking like, okay, what kind of bands do you listen to? And they're like, oh, I like Terror, I like Madball. You know, obviously like hardcore, I get it, whatever. But that would expand onto other questions. So if somebody came up to me and said, do you listen to The Bear? I'd be like, well, now I do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna because I added it to my phone. But I'm just saying, but like, oh, no. So do you like Fear Before March Flames? Do you like, you know, it just, it opens that fucking door.
It is like a fucking gate, dude.
Yeah. Fuck, do I half open?
If you can get, no, honestly,
You better Evil Knievel your way in.
if you can climb over this, you're welcome. If you don't want to
You know
climb
what?
over this, you're
If
not
you
welcome, dude.
I only want you to over here if you have the upper body strength to climb over.
You belong over here if you can physically make it over here, dude.
Oh my god.
That's the kind of gate that we were building.
That's right.
And if you don't, you're into the moat, which is still kind of fun. So
Okay, Justin.
I see what he did there. I get it. I
Justin,
get it.
Justin plus 10. I like it. I approve.
You gotta stop
fuck-
giving him so much love, dude.
You.
it was a castle joke. God damn it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this next band's called Drosera. They're from Gainesville.
Is it one of your tabs here?
Yep, it should be.
What's the name of the song?
Cryptid,
Cryptid. That is right.
which is a Reddit term, which we might be banned on there one day, apparently. Dude, you know what my first thought is? If somebody said to me, "You're banned off Reddit," I would go, "Who the fuck cares?" Like, oh my, are you serious? Dude, I
go like
can't
this.
tell you how many, dude, I literally had my MySpace, my Facebook deleted from the internet. You know how much I cared? I don't care.
That's months of Juggalo pages.
Fuck you. Actually, no. Well, no. I followed him again. Anyway, this band's it's called Drosera.
From Gainesville?
They're from Gainesville. Yeah, and it's a little bit of a curveball too. Like this is more of a darker aspect.
Okay.
Like a little bit darker song. It's just wild though. But I also wanted to save listening to it full headphones with you guys. But
Visions of a Dying World.
which is the news?
Open your eyes. Can you give me a little bit more music?
What kind of headphones are those?
I don't want to like. I'm scared. This is wild.
Fuck off. So good.
Just turn my headphones up a little bit.
What kind of headphones are this? Is it Beast Blake from Gainesville or are they Jacksonville?
Well, I only know Ian.
No, I think they're from Daytona, right?
Well, Ian lives in Daytona.
Oh my god.
This is nuts.
It's so crazy. And it's like, why haven't I seen these bands on any other bills of the bigger bands that we see? Shout us. Play with them.
That'd be cool, Bill.
That'd be rad. It's just a little. I think that's. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's just.
How do you say that again?
I'm
Drosera?
I think it's
Drosera,
pronounced
yeah.
Drosera, but yeah, no, dude, Gainesville.
It's wild.
It's good shit.
The dude had the perfect vocals for that tone.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
no, everything was
It's
gross.
so dropped. You know what I'm saying? That like,
But the drummer was like to tack on to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Carrie, I mean, dude, it was awesome, and it was funny because I found them on Bandcamp. That I think that song's really new. I think it's 2024. But I did my little research today before work, and there I was like, oh, I'm gonna find out where they're all from, and like,
Yeah.
oh, Gainesville. But my the weird thing is like we talk about how we don't always know what's going on. Obviously, our local scene isn't as foot traffic heavy as Orlando, Jacksonville, Miami. Obviously, like we got a good local scene building back up. I mean, we got fucking Coagula, Underbite, a lot of cool shit. But I was just like, how have I not seen you on a flyer?
but I guarantee you that if you play like, was that 6 Degrees to Kevin Bacon, that we know someone
I beg your
that
pardon?
they know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on, what did you just say to me?
there's
Is that a band?
No, it's a game.
It's a thing. There's 6 Degrees. Is it 6?
Yeah, I think it's
What
6.
the fuck
you're,
just
you're,
happened?
you're supposed to be able to name a person and then tie them to Kevin Bacon out of movies.
You never heard
Was he
of
the
this?
rapist in the
like
Hollow Man?
5 films.
Do you not know who Kevin Bacon
No,
is?
I know who Kevin Bacon is. I don't know who 6 Degrees to his wiener is. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're supposed to say like so and so was
What?
in this movie, who was in that movie, who was with this person in that movie, who was with Kevin Bacon. Boom, you got it. Like,
Oh,
but it does.
okay.
It doesn't work with people nowadays because it's like it's kind of old.
Does it work with Kevin Bacon?
Anyways, what I'm saying, Jesus Christ, there's no chance that like
He's
we
mean.
don't know someone that doesn't know some member of that band.
Yeah, oh, for sure. But that's the weird part. It's like when we asked Ian, the singer of Beast Plague, wait, there was a band we played. Okay, so he was in Jester.
Why do you leave?
Well,
Ian was?
Ian is that guy that he can hop around bands and he does his thing. He can play bass, he can do vocals. But it's funny because I remember
Down my vocals.
Yeah, so there's a new audio switch. So everything is either up or everything is down. So if you want it loud, everything will be louder. So,
well, we'll figure it out.
That's why my music keeps going down.
yeah.
Because the vocals is crazy loud, but the
Yeah.
music's
Like
super
I said, it
quiet.
would depend on the band.
No, it's every band. Anyways,
Well, that's why I
so
want to get the name of it. Anyway, Jester is from Daytona. And I was like, okay. So I saw that Beast Plague was playing with Jester in Orlando, like in March, and I want to go, obviously, because I haven't seen Beast Plague yet, but I want to, and I want to support Ian. But I messaged Ian, and I was like, bro, we just played Jester on the podcast, and you're getting ready to play a show. He's like, yeah, I haven't played with that band for a while. I was like, you were in that band too?
was he doing bass or
I don't
vocals?
know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because he was originally a bass player, right?
When I first met him, he was a bassist. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was just like, okay, goddamn, small world. But like you just said, like there's no way nobody
There's
doesn't
no way.
not know somebody from. But when it's in Florida, but it's weird because I'll see like bigger dates, obviously with certain bands, and it's like I've never seen Dressera on anything. And
No.
granted, we don't live in North Florida. We don't the local show scene probably we don't see it in our Facebooks and shit. Whatever but I don't know. But yeah, I was like Gainesville, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, that's sick. I want to start adding more Florida bands to like our Instagram page so that we can,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like the tone is super gross in a, good way.
A little HME.
Yeah. HM3000.
A little HMHD.
Justin. Production. What's your next band? What do you got? What do you got?
Yeah. So
Wow, you got two. Wow, RJ has 2 columns. I like it.
I only have 2 more bands.
Okay.
So this one band's called Sozora, Sozora, and the song is called Die Again. And you're probably gonna have to turn the music up again.
I'm just gonna automatically do that for you
Yeah.
from here on. From here on, out. You ready for it? You ready for that? Let's do it. What?
You like this group?
I do. My high school locker just opened.
So many layers.
Oh, a little bit more metally. Yeah.
Heavy leaves.
This is every show I went to in like 2004. I love it. God, they're coining a band. That's wild. This is rad. I like this a lot. So they definitely have a lot of the metalcore aspect to it for sure, which I don't mind. You've been getting into that recently.
It's like Veil of Maya with like singing.
And that's where it's different. This reminds me of Dead to Fall a lot.
Pause it real fast. Go back like 15 seconds to when they go into that like breakdown or whatever. This is what you were saying earlier. Is like almost like telling the drummer, do what you want to do. Like we're gonna play a breakdown or like our version of a breakdown, but what the drums do is so much cooler than just your typical like da 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 good.
Yeah, like going with the beat, the Matt Griner.
Yeah, right. So. Watch him fill it up. All over the place, man. It's crazy.
That's why I said it reminds me a lot of Dead to Fall.
Yep.
Dead to Fall would have a lot of that faster riffs, and then they would kind of go into more of the chuggier.
Great bass tone.
Good basses too. Push pause and go back like 10 seconds again. Listen to what the guitarists are doing,
And then with the bass,
but ignore what they're doing and listen to what the bass player's doing. It's really cool.
Sounds like a finger player too, right? Like it sounds like
It does sound like that, but he's also he's carrying that part, but he's playing his own part too.
yeah. But he's in that same realm, same key.
Oh, yeah.
It's so sick.
Oh, heavy Dead to Fall vibes. That's not a whammy bar.
So Zora, dude.
So Zora, you rule. Where are they from?
I feel like Justin should be looking these up while
I
the song's
can't-
playing.
Well, he's got a lot of priorities over there.
No, he's just watching it.
Yeah, but he's
well, I
also
mean,
changing
you want me to,
cameras.
like-
Hey, what is he gonna do?
He can't change the camera. The cameras don't mean nothing.
Austin, Texas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Texas.
they like last
Is it
week.
blanket?
No, it's not Blinken. Of course they're from Texas.
Last week when I was on my Texas kick.
Wait, there was a band we played that ruled, and they were from Texas. That I didn't know they were from. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Familiar with Failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were really good too.
Oh yeah. No, I like that.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? But like it's okay, so it's different, but you have like this nostalgic like remembrance of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a familiar sound, but they definitely I'm not gonna say perfected it because there's so many great bands that have done that
yeah,
sound.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
for sure.
I won't say that, but like what they did is each person was like a master of their own craft, and they're like,
Yep.
and they blended it so well to where it wasn't overwhelming because a band that can like with that genre could overwhelm you so easily.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just like, no, I'm gonna take lead. They were all the leaders of their own fucking
When did that come out? What year?
So Zara, let me look at it up real fast.
But fuck, I lost my train of thought.
10 months ago.
Okay, so goddamn, it's fucking new as shit. What I love most about
That's all they have too.
I know, but what I love most about what they did is that they literally surpassed like 20 years of music, and they were like, "Well, that all sucks. We're going back to this."
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Because if we could delete a time period, 12 to 18. I know there's exceptions, but not that good.
Well, when the fads were crazy, that's when music kind of dropped. You know, when the fads were just like the piggybackers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but the fad still exists, though, man. Like it the trend always exists. We were just talking about this earlier. It always exists.
yeah.
So like everybody in 2013 wanted to be Ghost Inside. Everybody in 2009 wanted to be if as Blood Runs Black. Everybody wanted to be Suicide. I mean,
right
it's
now,
always there.
But right now, there's not another band right now that they're all trying to be. Right? There was a period to where the
Sleep Token.
I was gonna say there was a period where like the whole like Lorna Shore thing was happening, and there were so many copycats that came out of that. And she's like, "Bro, Sleep Token," or
There was also so many bands that sounded like Lorna Shore before Lorna Shore.
Lorna Shore has been a band for like 12 years.
And also,
dude.
most people
Like-
don't realize that Lorna Shore like disappeared for a long time
Yeah,
until they got Will Ramos.
Yeah.
And those are the guys that say, "I don't know how to play guitar." But you're right. But obviously, that sound reminded me early. In Flames, At the Gates, obviously Dead to Fall, like a little bit more metalcore backing. But then they added the aspects of the slower, breakdown. It was awesome.
I feel like when I listen to a band like that, I think like you, as like what gear are they playing? Because I feel like those are like not that the other bands that we're playing are not like musicians, you know what I'm saying? But like that, it's a different level of craft, correct? Like when you hit that level of like being able to play with each other like that.
The best guitar players I've ever seen in person have the crappiest gear.
Really?
Oh yeah. They're focusing on what's important. They're focusing on the practicing. They're not focusing on what it sounds like coming out of the amp.
Their hair, yeah.
Well, I mean, truth be, yeah. Well, well, I'm out. But truth be told, a lot of the times, like, so you see all these videos of, practice your scales, practice this, dude. Play it on clean. If you really want to know how,
Play it on an acoustic.
well, not necessarily an acoustic, but if you want to hear how tight you are, because on a clean, you're going to hear every mistake.
Every clunk.
You're going to hear every little mispick, every chunk. Yeah, like you said. But those are the guys that I've seen in my life that have like what is that? A line 6? What are you, gay? I don't want to hear that. But dude, they're the best guitar players ever because they're more focused on what they're doing rather than how it sounds. Which I know that sounds counterintuitive, but there is a point to make to that to though.
Sure.
Like, dude, I can write music with a line 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna. But if I'm gonna record, I'm not using that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But I think that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
But no, but that was awesome. I liked it.
They're not breaking line 6 live.
No. if you're bringing, well, there's also a new, I don't know, because when Kurt Ballou does something,
But they came out with the new pedal board, right? Is that the one that
it's pretty sick.
yeah.
Well, here's how I know, and this is it kind of
Ben was talking about it, right?
no, it's a quad cortex. That's not line 6.
Oh, sorry.
But line 6 did come out with something else, but and not to go against the fucking shit. Like, well, if this person says it, but when Kurt Ballou tells me something that sounds good, I'm gonna believe him because I've heard everything he's ever recorded. I'm like, he knows what he's talking about. I don't know. Anyway, line 6, I'll never buy any of your shit. It sucks.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, you know what? No, sponsor RJ. Don't sponsor me.
This segment is brought to you by EVH 5150.
This segment is brought to you by Liquid Death.
Photoshop.
Oh, God. We need a Taco Bell button. Oh! Taco Bell button.
Bong.
Actually, I thought of you know how every time we hear a thrash band that does a whammy, I'm like, I want a whammy bar. So I did sample it. I didn't have time to do
a dive bomb.
No, it's it's the character from Anchorman going whammy. I was like, well, that's perfect.
Whammy.
Oh, that part where he's like, I'm gonna say whammy. just literally molest.
That's whole. Yeah. Golly.
The terrible band name. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Anyway, that was rad. I like that.
Let's play one more each.
Okay. Yeah, and then
I only have one more left, and I just played. So
you know what? I'm gonna, since you have one set, Justin, we're gonna play the band that we kind of found by accident when we were setting up earlier. So the name of the band is Thorn Spikes. Yeah.
I was literally plugging in my headphones.
Dude,
like
they have 43 listeners on Spotify, and I'm like, why?
Why?
Because not only do I want this,
Spotify?
not only have I owned the Singer shirt before, but I want it again, but they don't make it anymore.
I'm trying to figure out that guitar player on the right shirt. What's that?
I don't know.
Entomb is what it looks like.
Oh, Entombed, yeah. Entombed,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like cut, so like I'm trying to figure
yeah,
out.
Entombed is a legendary, legendary band.
Legend.
Anyway.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
There.
What was the name of the band?
Thorn Spice. Mantra.
Crazy bass driven.
I also think this might be a live recording, which makes it even kind of cooler. But $43 more. What the?
Oh, the wood is that a wood green? Also using his fingers.
All right, a little bit of the, what is it called? Drill music? Is that what it's called?
Straight. Oh, what the fuck is that headstock on the stage left?
It's a reverse.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's like a reverse telly or something.
It looks like a
don't think
reverse
it is.
strat, but
No.
oh shit! I actually know that brand.
That money, that's a reverse telly. That money.
No, that's not. That's not. It's a strat. How does this band go like? We've already experienced 3 genres right now.
Love it. Ooh, that's a good fucking riff right there.
I think this is all a live recording too. Which, if it is, you guys are pretty fucking tight. I want that shirt. Yeah. Bass is playing fingerless too. Or with pickless too.
Yeah. Fingerless.
He's playing he's slapping it with his nut. This is fun. Dude, like, this is just cool. This is you can put this on in the background the whole album and just fucking rock it.
Yes.
Because it wasn't too much of everything. It was enough of everything. And I think that's actually a hard line to cross sometimes. Oh my God. Thorn Spikes, you rule.
I'm so glad you found me.
Oh, he's from Denmark. Okay.
Ooh.
But no. The band's not from Denmark. The band's from Germany. But in America we have .com, .net, .whatever. But when you go to the dark side of eBay, it turns into like .de.
Right.
It becomes very country based. They're from Germany because I looked it up. Or from Hamburg. Wow.
I swear that's
Definitely.
It's not a Telly, and it's also not a Fender. It's a. I've seen that brand. I want to say it's Jericho, but I don't think that's right. We'll figure it out off air. But that's definitely. I'll put the little blips. I've been doing that. I like doing that. No, I've seen that brand before. The shape and everything. I just unless you're LTD, I don't play.
It's really cool.
No, it's rad. No, it's super rad. But we just found that like randomly, and that's why I love YouTube.
Yeah,
because YouTube's like I think YouTube. I don't know how any of the algorithms work, but I literally went to the homepage, and that was suggested to me. That's why I love YouTube.
Yeah,
it's like how do they do it? It's like, are you trying to find bands with low views? What are you doing? I don't know, but we found that band, and I'm glad we did. Thorn Spikes, you rolled.
That was sick.
That was awesome.
It's a pleasant little surprise. I had a member of a band that it's gonna be my last of the day. Reach out to me. They're from Belgium, France, and Portugal.
They're from Belgium, France.
France,
and
Portugal.
It's a Zoom meeting for band practice.
And they got members from Headshot, Bund 'Em Out, and Kill for Peace. Other bands I need to check out. But this band is called Soul Blame.
What is it? Soul Bling?
Blame.
Soul Blame.
And the song is called Cheap Talk. They have an EP, and dude, I listened to this entire EP like on repeat.
Wait, they said that they requested you to play this.
Yeah,
they sent it to you.
They sent it to me, and I checked it out. I said, "This is
That's
fucking
so cool.
This is so fucking cool."
Oh, got another cassette deck.
Yep. This is so good.
Do you just like hear the snare like, I'm playing that?
Don't you talk that most? I'm the least to say. What I feel, forever I did. I don't get low without a rest. Overcompensating for silence. Looks like you're playing a big contest. Trying to win something. It's not like everyone impressed. You're acting like a bully. Let's do a pussy test. Those are my the most. I'm the less. You're acting like a bully.
Isn't Appen Pictures is from Belgium?
Those are my the most.
I want to go to that show. Fly us out.
This is the answer to people's feelings. And I need that to forsake. We're thinking of like putting people down. Go to my shows and live.
This is my shit. I love this shit, dude.
I don't mind 4C,
It definitely has that twang to it, yeah, for sure. There's just something so fun about this style of music.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Hold on.
Oh.
Throwing fucking trash cans.
Whammy! Oh, the first band you did this too.
You come back from the side. That's what I change nothing. Yeah, right, it's a playday. You come outside randomly. You come back from the side. That's what I change nothing. You're right, it's a fucking playday.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
Fucking
Soul
rad.
Blame. Fucking sick. That shit's tough as fuck, dude.
Does Europe even have dumpsters anymore? What the fuck? Between Detached and this band, I don't know. What the fuck? Nah, right.
Dude, that snare, I had to say. That snare.
It's a tight snare, Wayne. I'm dedicating all my snare talk straight to Wayne.
Wayne. Snare drum.
Also, if you're listening to our shit and you love our shit and you think your band is also good like that, fucking message us. I will listen to it, guaranteed.
Yep.
And if
I can't see it because we don't know the login. Production.
I will listen to it.
You said they reached out to you?
Huh?
For this song, they reached out to you?
They reached me. Yeah, they reached out to me. I listened to the whole EP. Yeah, it's really good. I just picked that song because they're all sick.
Oh, it's rad. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one is like an intro, and then Cheap Talk kind of goes in, and that's like, to me, like it was like awesome. And then the last song of the EP is also fucking mean as shit too. Yeah, just really good. Check them out. Listen to them.
I like it.
But also, if you have a suggestion or if you're in a band and you want us to listen to you,
Hoods.
I cannot guarantee you that we will play you, but I will definitely check you out.
Well, we also, and I think I said this a couple, almost 10 episodes ago when we got our first request. Like, dude, eventually there's going to be like a backline. It's like,
Yeah.
like, dude, like we'll get around to it eventually.
We also record this in advance too, so it's like,
Yeah. I also like hope that like send us stuff. Like, doesn't mean we're not going to do it. Like,
yeah,
we do record in advance. We do, I don't know.
yeah. Give that. We now reach the point of the episode.
Good transition.
You like that? We let Stinky Bottom Boop Boy.
Oh, a bottom stink.
The bottom.
Fat bottom girl, you make the rockin' world go round. I love night episodes. Get on the bottom ride. Come on. He goes loud to rock. We salute you. Pretty good, right?
That's actually really
Pretty good, Von Scott. Bono,
young. Something young.
If it goes about to. Never mind. Sitting on a park bench. Anyway. Fire! My dad.
You know what's really cool about
What?
that? I love AC/DC, but my dad got to see them in the prime, and he was on stage right next to the fucking bell when they came out with Hell's Bells.
Oh, God.
And he was on stage like this, and he's like, I couldn't hear for weeks because like he was right next to the bell. They come in there fucking banging the shit out of that bell, and he's like, it's so fucking loud. I'm like, could you fucking imagine like seeing that at that fucking level? Like, oh my god.
And that show inspired Slipknot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The boot
Justin,
boy.
what do you got
the
for us
boot
today?
boy's allowed to play one song.
Okay. It ties in so good. Justin,
I had to do it.
he's doing it. Okay, what is your band? Very good. Diarrhea.
Sorry, hold on. Now we're in an endless loop. Yeah, so this band is called The Test Stream. I really like them a lot. We've gone like all over the place today, and this is awesome.
We really have actually.
And
I have heard of this band.
I'm glad you have.
I have heard of this band. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, so they've got their songs are a little all over the place. They've got a bunch to offer. But the song that's been awesome for me is Gloria, track 4 off of their newest album here. So
short
actually, it's
song.
not even the newest album. I don't believe. No, that's not it's this one down here. But,
Oh, okay.
let's go on a ride, boys. You ready?
Yes. Thank you.
Pause it.
Oh shit!
You can't push spacebar. It's Bandcamp.
But
Okay. Rewind it.
Which Bandcamp
I'm
is
more than
actually
happy to rewind.
5
by the way.
decibels louder than
Hold on,
YouTube.
shut
Oh,
up.
okay.
It's Bandcamp. It does weird stuff.
Play the first couple like little opening. What do you think of when you hear that?
Instantly, I think it's going to be kind of like a black metal inspired kind of band.
Really?
Yes.
By the title and hearing
No,
that?
not
or just by hearing that?
Just by hearing that, I'm thinking it's going to be a little black metal-y.
Is it going to come in heavy drums or heavy vocals?
Don't know.
You guys are all wrong, so it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah.
Heavy bass. All right.
Heavy dance.
Here we go again.
Very good. Again. What the? Pump the brakes.
Song is a ride, dude.
This is a crisis of faith.
If there's a blast beat that comes in after this, I'm gonna punch you in the head.
Trying to go for this ride.
Cornered by decades of pain. No one blames you for digging your grave.
The lyrics are so
Remnants of
good.
Is it a Boundaries vibe?
They still know your
Kinda, yeah.
Did you stretch your hands through the window pane?
Ooh, I searched for this shit. What the fuck?
And feel the rain
I also corrected the time zone. What the fuck?
for the last time.
for the last time.
All you ever wanted to be. All the things whispered to me. Gone. Consigned to oblivion. Cyanide in your throat. Swallowing until you see God.
This is cool.
It's featuring Sleep Token. You know what? It actually makes sense that this should be the final song on the album.
Skin graft poetry in remembrance.
Yeah, super cool, man. Like, and every song is something different, and it's so cool.
You know what's funny is I think that's probably why I kind of passed them up before, because I was like, dude, every song, like you said, it's a wild ride.
Yeah.
They span genres insane. But that song is perfect. But it also makes sense that it was like a last song of the album.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, typically, well, although Pissant was the last song, so I don't know.
Right.
No, that's rad though. Where are they from?
Test.
I'm not sure.
It's right there on the right.
Sacramento. I really wanted to play Maximum Human. That's more our speed. But
Can you,
then
can you just play like the first 20 seconds of it?
of what Maximum Human.
Yeah. You don't have to play the whole
Or you want
song.
to play the last 20 seconds?
I don't care. Whatever. Okay, push pause.
No, that's not Bob.
That's all I need.
Yeah. like it's
Dude,
Yeah.
for me, it was like, that's all I need.
Yeah.
That was rad.
That was really good.
Test Dream.
Test Stream is awesome.
Test confirmed.
And that's not even their newest album. They have a newer album out, but I really fell in love with this one. So that's where
That's
I
good
went.
shit, man. California. Sacramento.
Yeah.
RJ, where is that?
Where is that?
Sacramento. Is that south, north?
This is California. It's in this city.
All right. Here's the whole thing. It's there.
I don't know. California's fucking big, and I don't fucking know, dude.
I had fun. This is fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was good music, guys. Good job.
Dude, it was fun.
It was good.
I needed it. I had a rough week. Oh my god. Play the outro. We can get out of here. I don't want to jinx it, but this is 2 episodes in a row with no blanket.
It's Blinken. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's insane though, right?
It's pretty insane.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent
also out of
response
beer.
were you even close to anything
gonna go
that
with
could
this
be
stuff.
considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
If you don't have the training, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna flop.
Gonna flop.
No one's gonna come over.
We got to bring him back up in the
it's
next
just
5
things
episodes.
are gonna happen.